As mentioned in the previous video, the misguided individuals who doubted the carefully constructed plans of Socialist Design Bureau by claiming the gradient of the railroad is too high for locomotives to climb have been corrected in their false assumptions. As pure socialism is the ultimate form of governance, it goes without saying decisions made on socialist principles are always correct ones. Thus, if a socialist government makes a decision a railroad gradient is within operable tolerance, the railroad gradient is within operable tolerance. And claiming anything to the contrary can only be the result of ignorance or capitalist propaganda. Hello, my friends, and welcome back to Workers and Resources, Soviet Republic, with the biomes and early start DLCs enabled. We have now more or less completed the layout of our initial city and begun the construction of the first buildings. We have as well laid down the plans for both the oil field and the railroad infrastructure. Our first 5-year plan of constructing a functional city and starting the oil exports at small scale is proceeding smoothly. The Russo ball trucks at our disposal are working hard, around the clock, to bring the essential construction materials to all the assigned locations. As one valorous socialist truck driver finishes his state-protected 8-hour work shift, another one takes his place at the wheel of the truck, keeping the wheels of socialist progress both metaphorically and practically rolling without a stop. Only minor additions will be added to the plans we have laid down now, but it is safe to say that as the plans stand now, they will be made into practice at equivalence rate of more than 90%. As the Railroad Infrastructure Center is being laid down and the electricity pylons are being implemented, we have to relocate the temporary construction office concentration out of the way. This includes our fuel depot, which is currently being drained by our oil-carrying truck. Constantly moving the temporary construction offices will be a running theme over the years of our republic. In order for them to give maximum efficiency in their role, the construction offices should always be either close to the location of construction or the location of the resources used in the construction. As these locations are always moving in a developing socialist republic, buildings get completed and new ones are planned in a new location, for example, so the construction offices have to move as well. In the future, we will also lay down permanent construction offices as well. These will be in location of cities and major industrial concentrations, and their job will be to have automatically overseeing any repairs and maintenance needed by the buildings and constructions in their area to guarantee maximum safety, comfort, and efficiency of our glorious socialist republic. Out of all the goals of our 5-year plan, the initiation of the oil exports at small scale will be the most simple one to achieve. The only resources needed will be the initial construction materials for the oil pump, an oil carrying truck to export the oil from the pump to the customs house, and the electricity for the oil pump, for which we just finished laying down the electric pylon plans for. After those have been taken care of, the oil pump will only need electricity for operation and a routine maintenance every few decades. The time has come to add another vehicle type to our vehicle fleet, and this time, it is the turn for the covered hull truck. This will be the only covered hull truck we will be using in our playthrough due to our self-imposed challenge of using only one vehicle of each type, and it certainly will have its work cut out for it. While the open hull truck, the dumper truck, and the concrete carrying truck are able to ease their workload once all the constructions are finished, the covered hull truck will only have its work started, as it will be responsible for continuously carrying the food, the clothes, and the refreshment needed by the hard-working citizens of our glorious socialist republic, as well as chemicals for our drinking and sewage water treatment facilities. However, for now, the covered hull truck's first duty is to fill its fuel tank and carry mechanical components to the oil pump construction site. We have just entered January of the year 1931, meaning we have 4 more years to accomplish our 5-year plan. We could carefully make a statement of us being on schedule. However, that is not a reason for relaxation. And we are happy to observe that very little relaxation is going on, and instead, there's a whole lot of socialist progress being worked on in precise state-protected 8-hour work shifts. Currently, the initial oil pump setup is almost completed. As it stands now, it consists of 3 separate constructions: the pump itself, the electric substation, and the power lines. Our bus is carrying foreign workers from the friendly neighboring socialist republic to all of these locations in a cycle. First to the pump, next to the electric substation, then to the electric lines, rinse and repeat. Reason for this method is buildings start to accumulate wear and tear once they are completed. As we won't benefit anything from the pump alone being fully constructed, but unable to operate due to not getting power because the electric substation is not constructed, we are not getting oil from the pump, but the pump is accumulating wear and tear. Thus, we are cycling the workforce to all these locations in turns, in order for them to be completed roughly at the same time. This way, the entire system can be fully operational roughly at the same time, reducing the amount of time they are idly just accumulating wear and tear, without contributing to prosperity of our great socialist republic. The initial oil pumping infrastructure went operational in our glorious socialist republic on 11th of February, 1931. The final formality remaining is to request electricity from the grid of the friendly neighboring socialist republic to power our oil pump, and more importantly, have a worker celebration with the great socialist men and women who made this possible, marking completion of the first goal of the 5-year plan. The next natural course of action is, of course, sending our oil truck to retrieve oil from the pump and carrying it for export to neighboring friendly socialist republic. However, before that, the oil-carrying truck shall fully fill up our refueling station in order to ensure continued operation of our other vehicles. Laying down the groundworks of our initial city is also proceeding according to plan, and this will be the focus of our next video. Take care of yourselves, my friends, and see you in the next one.